Hey, welcome to video number 6 of 7 in our morning coffee and marketing special feature about rescuing you from the recession, the COVID-19 recession of 2020. If you've watched the other videos, you can probably tell I took a little break between between number 5 and number 6. I did say number 6 when we got on here, didn't I? Yeah, it's 6 of 7. Anyway, So, yeah, 3 different categories, 7 different strategies. That's what we're going over in these 7 videos. Category number 1 is about how to get paid. Category number 2 is about who you're selling to. And category number 3 is about the necessity sometimes of changing your business. I have been recapping all of the previous videos and the last videos, and it's getting a little long now, so I'm not going to do that. There are 7 videos uploaded today, or about the same time, depending today if you watch this right away. But I uploaded them all on the same day. Make sure you go look them up. I know the videography leaves something to be desired. I know I'm not the prettiest guy in the world, but the content is actual experiential content from living through either 5 or 6 recessions, I've forgotten, and doing business in 3 of them. This is my 3rd recession I'm doing business in. So don't discount what I'm saying, okay? It's powerful stuff, it's solid stuff, and it can not only keep you afloat, it can make you a ton of money between now and the end of the recession, which will be several years coming. And then it can also position you as the economy turns around to really be the only service provider or product provider in your category that anybody really considers, right? The premier in your category, okay? The McDonald's as McDonald's is to fast food, so you can be to your industry. Hopefully you're not in the fast food business, but you understand hopefully what I'm trying to say. You can be the premier service provider, product provider in your industry if you do the right things now, because so much of your competition is not going to do the right things. So much of your competition is going to fall away and disappear. So yeah, category 3, changing your business. So now you say to me, well, Everett, how can I be the premier service provider or product provider in my industry if I'm going to shut my business down and open another business? The answer to that is, well, there's several different ways of doing this. Number 1, you can shutter your business temporarily. You can allow it to operate bare bones. Now, by the way, the first 4 videos we did were about how to increase sales and revenue and put your current business into a particularly powerful position. Some businesses that's not going to work with. Some businesses, for whatever reason, the category of business is just shut down. The category of business is just dead, right? Those are some businesses are just not going to be doing business. Some business categories are just going to lie dormant for a while. So if you happen to be in one of those business categories, you can move into another business, build another business, get that business working and functioning over the next few years. And when your other business category comes back, you can then launch that with a solid, you can relaunch your old business with a solid income stream from your new business. Makes things a hell of a lot easier. When I started writing copy for people, when I started doing consulting with people with small businesses around the country, I had a business that was throwing off a 6-figure income for me. Made starting a consultancy, a copywriting consultancy, much easier. I had money to travel, I had money to go to events. If I didn't make any money from writing copy, that was fine because I had a substantial income from a different business, right? You can do the same thing. So that's one thing you can do. And by the way, as a side note, that business was a business I built during the 2008 recession. It was throwing off a 6-figure income for me as things started picking back up, and I started gaining a reputation as a copywriter. So one way you can do it. Another thing you can do is just swap businesses build the new business and then be the top service provider in that industry. Or you can not shutter your business, just let it run on a skeleton crew if necessary, and build another business. Or you can keep your business running full steam ahead, and if you want to put in the extra work, which I would recommend, then you can also open up a second business with one of these three tactics. Tactic number one is finding a industry that's hot, finding a niche that's hot, and moving into that. Tactic number two that we're going to talk about here is find something that the government is buying and sell it to them. Now, you think to yourself, well, that seems kind of simple. It is simple. There's plenty of government websites where the VA and where different businesses, different areas of the government are looking for different businesses to get contracts with. Go bid on the contracts. Go bid on the contracts, right? I mean, there's thousands of them. You say, well, I've got to jump through these hoops to be able to get to be able to get approved to bid. No, you don't. Go find somebody who's already approved to bid. Cut them in for the deal. Or jump through the hoops and get approved to bid. Right? One of my new businesses involves working with an existing business who is approved to bid, who is owned by a disabled veteran, who can now bid on gigs for the VA. Or pardon me, bid on gigs for the DoD. But because of his category as a disabled veteran, he has preferential treatment. It's his business, but we're going to be doing all of the fulfillment, and he's just going to take a slice of the pie. It's not going to disrupt his existing business, and he's just going to take a slice of the pie for putting in the bid and processing the payment. Easy peasy. Easy as pie. And it's just and the government overpays for everything. So figure it out. Just figure it out. Find something go to a government bid website, to a government website where government lists things that they want to have bid on. Just Google it. It's not hard, Government bidding website, government contract bidding, whatever. Go to it. Scroll through it. Figure out what you want to bid on. And bid on it. Start yourself a nice little business collecting high premiums from the government, providing products or service to the government. It's one of the easiest things you can do to make a lot of money very quickly. Because like I said, the government overpays. And by the way, if they're overpaying, that means that there's plenty of room for somebody who's approved to bid. There's plenty of room to work with a company who's already doing government contracts and just add something on that they can bid. There's plenty of room for all of that. Plenty of room for it. The government overpays. So that's number 6. Go find a business that you can get into that the government wants to buy your products or services and start selling them to the government.